Another year of footy about to get underway, I'm preparing my brain to be bombarded with betting ads, as if the ones for the cricket and the ponies over the summer weren't bad enough. But it does make me wonder, why do we still have to endure these ads when both the public and a growing number of lawmakers agree that we should just get rid of them? Like, they could ban them. In the 2023-24 financial year, Australians lost over $32 billion to gambling. The Labor government seems pretty content to keep kicking the can down the road, despite commissioning a report that outlined a comprehensive roadmap for banning betting ads in Australia. The Murphy report, led by late Labor MP Peter Murphy before her death in 2023, made 31 recommendations, with recommendation 26 calling for a phased total advertising ban over 3 years. It would start with a ban on social media ads and school-time broadcasts, then remove in-stadium and live sports advertising. This would be followed by a ban on broadcast ads between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m, and then finally a complete ban on all gambling advertising and sponsorships. This week, I came across a briefing paper prepared for Communications and Sports Minister Annika Wells, which had been released through a Freedom of Information request. You know, that thing that the government is trying to make it harder for you to do? It describes the advertising ban as the most high-profile recommendation in the Murphy report, with widespread support from the public, harm reduction advocates, and some members of parliament. It also notes that it is a controversial recommendation, as there are numerous stakeholders who are quite partial to gambling revenue. Those stakeholders include Nine, which has the free-to-air NRL rights, and Seven, who has the free-to-air rights for the AFL. Then, of course, there's Foxtel/KO, which stream both the major winter sports, and the radio stations, who call the games live. The AFL has a $4.5 billion broadcast deal with Seven and Foxtel. The NRL has a $1.7 billion deal with Nine and Foxtel. That's before even mentioning the deals that they have with radio networks like Triple M. And let's also not forget that the footy codes themselves also receive a cut of the bets placed on their sport, reportedly between $30 and $50 million a year for the NRL and AFL respectively. So what does this mean? Well, without gambling revenue, broadcasters' ability to pay massive sums for broadcast rights take a hit. And that flows through the entire system. The governing bodies get less, the clubs get less, grassroots get less, players get less. And if players get paid less, some will look overseas or to other codes. Remember the R360 drama last year, when players were threatened with 10-year bans if they jumped to the international rugby competition for much higher salaries. If Anthony Albanese stared down the betting agencies, sporting codes, and the major media owners in Australia, there would be a political price to pay. They may suggest that by restricting gambling ads, Albo is killing sport.